The Great Land Run. It's a beautiful day. The sky is clear blue. New grass shines against the red clay. And this where horses' feet and wagon wheels haven't crushed it. 50,000 boomers line up on the border of the Anisakay territory, 2 million acres of the American Midwest. The land will become the heart of Oklahoma. Everyone wants to claim a bit of it, so folks are nervous. It's almost noon. Colonel Henry James finds a place a little way back from the border. He plans to wait until the dust from the starting horses settles. Then he'll ride around the wagons. Colonel James was a Buffalo soldier, one of the black soldiers who fought native peoples in the West. It's 1889 and that time is over. The native peoples have been forced onto reverence. Their land has been taken from them and now is being handed out. The problem is there are a lot more boomers wanting the land than there is land to hand out. Colonel James sees a girl with white eyes in a wagon and shakes his head. Wagons aren't made for racing, that's for sure. 10 minutes to go. That girl in the wagon is Elizabeth. Her pa went to a sand territory last week and took 160 acres with water and trees. The family lived in a salt house back in bone-dry Kansas. Elizabeth is excited about having a log cabin. Pa, sitting up front, says they can start building this afternoon. But they have to raise and stake a claim before the first one there gets the land. Elizabeth's heart pounded, and she eyed the man on the fast horses. 8 minutes to noon. Joe is one of those men on a fine horse, and he's now worried. He catches a squirrel deep in a stem of twisted oak trees. He slams to see the land pulled for crops. Joe won't be a farmer. No barbed wire fences for him. He's going to stake a claim in a new town near the railroad station and open a blacksmith shop. He just wants a place for a house. Joe pulls out his watch, 6 minutes to go, and leans forward to the saddle. Nearby, Sam climbs down to check his horse's feet. This land run doesn't worry Sam either. He's roped wild cows, crosses flooded rivers, and driven up his share of cattle rustlers. Sam's a cowboy. He spends more time on his horse than on his own 2 feet. He went on his first cattle drive when he was 12, and he's a fine roper. He didn't mind the months on the trail taking the cattle to market, but those days are over. With the railroads spread out everywhere, the cattle go to market on trains. Cowboys have a hard life, and Sam thinks it's time to settle down. He'll start a farm, and then he'll start a family. Sam hears the train whistles in the distance. 4 minutes. Daisy slips to the front car as the train rattles down the track. Bakers and cooks hand out the doors and windows. They will leave out when the train slows and race to Clem's sight. Daisy has a different plan. She's going to jump from the train and stake her Clem for the school. He wants to help build there. Then she'll jump back on the train before the last car passes. It's a dangerous plane, but if she makes it, she'll be the first to land off in 3 minutes. Lawman Bart Black is sitting easy on his lot near the train station. He helped lay out his soon-to-be the town. Right now, he's nothing but rows of stakes. But it'll be a city of 10,000 people by tonight. The rules say that lawmen can claim land, but this is the Wild West. Black Fingers is his sixth shooter. He's no worse than the Sooners. These fox hiding in the woods, ready to leap out and claim land. There's the train whistle. 2 minutes. From a small hill, Cheese Black Eagle looks out over the crowded peering to Clem and stolen from the Kiowa people. Lands that have been home to his people for thousands of years will become farms and towns for these inventors. He hopes the government honors his agreement, but no take any more of his people's land. It's high noon. He starts shot fires and land run is on. Cheese Black Eagle turns to go back to the reservation. The Oklahoma Land Run in 1889. In 1818, the U.S. government forces many native peoples from their land to make room for settlers. They were sent to an area in what is now Oklahoma called Indian Territory. The area was already home to many native nations' territory. The area was nations including the Kiowa, Conomic, Asa, and Apico. The government decided of the lands and gave given to gave to it to different tribes. The land in India Territory was supposed to belong to native peoples forever. By the 1880s, those settlers realized the land was good for farming and raising. They decided they wanted it. In 1889, the U.S. government opened millions of acres of land in India Territory to settlers. On April 22, the thousands of people who are called boomers lined up along the border of the open land. As soon as a shot was fired, and a boomer raced to claim some land. By 1907, the government had given almost half of the land in India Territory to settlers.
Good job!
Good job. Let's go.